Welcome nerds and nerdettes alike. Today we're going to be testing out some of these crazy automation creations that I've been working on. That was some sweet rhyming in there that was totally unintentional. So we're going to check out some of the cars that I have worked on. And first we're going to check out the one that I promised long ago in my automation video and I never delivered. And it's because I'm always endlessly disappointed with BeamnNG, so, you know, giving it even 20 views of traffic is not worth it. Anyways, so, what we're gonna do is, I think this one's sequential. Yep, we got a sequential gearbox here. Already turned traction control off, you already know what's up. So, apparently I can't enable two-step, and that engine decel is really abysmal. So let's just get right into it. Not bad for my first car, I gotta say. That's some blazing performance right there. Yeah! Locked up the engine. So, let's do another run. That was kind of fun. More unintentional rhyming. Dude, this thing's beast. Until we, you know, over-rev damage the shit out of it. Man, that's so much fun. Man, this thing is abysmal. This was like my third car, I think, that I created. It looks so stupid, like something straight out of GTA Online. That's how dumb it looks. This one is also sequential. It's like a Honda. It's loud and really slow. Well, at least the Hondas where I live. There's like two nice ones, and that's it. Oh wow, I did actually put 7 gears in that. There we go. That's what we wanted. I don't want to drive that one again. That is unpleasant on the ears. That is not a good sound. Ah, the Zen. This is where I copied a Lamborghini, a Corvette, and a frickin' R35 GTR. So, you know what? Let's give this thing a quick look around. You deserve to see it in all its carbon fiber, achievement hunter colored glory. I thought it was nice when I made it. Little did I know this looks like a complete pile of shit, but you know, that's okay. I think this one's sequential too. It is sequential. You know what? I'm gonna try doing the sequential with a gearbox. Or sorry, nope, I'm not gonna use H shifter because this has 7 gears. So we're not gonna do that. Instead, let's give it a good old launch. This thing has mad torque steer too, so oh Jesus. Let's retry that. I don't recall having this much trouble on its maiden voyage, but I really, honestly, I wouldn't know my ass from a hole in the ground, to be honest with ya. Maybe I need to like short shift it a little. Nope, that doesn't help. Too much torque steer. Just make it down the track. There you go. That was like only 800 seconds, so we're cool. Son of a bitch. I hate this car. Why did I build this? Okay, you know what? You know what? Fine. We're gonna try one last time. Non balls to the walls. See if that does anything. We're turning this horse shit off because it does nothing. So, and we're gonna do what we did last time and just bang it into gear. Damn, we topped out at like 155 in third gear. That's impressive. Okay, I want to see, I didn't bang it into gear in the way I was hoping to originally. So, in fact, actually, I want to see if I can just dump the clutch. We're going to see what the top speed on first gear is. We're going to be steady on the throttle so I don't get insane torque steer. About 85. What about second gear? Second gear is where all that fucking torque steer is. So 121. Oh, and shifting it. Yeah, you know, the balance in this car is very poor. It was very, very poorly designed. It was meant to accelerate quickly, not to survive the trip getting there, if you know what I mean. So I have one that is a little on the Mazda side, except it has a rotary in it. Well, a fake rotary. It's actually an inline 3, but I tried to make it as rotary-like as possible. Right, this doesn't have a clutch. What the fuck am I doing? Why did I think that would help? So this thing actually isn't all that... Well, I mean, it's not terrible, but... It's... Like, you know what they say about Miata? You know, Miata bought a real sports car. So, you know, that's just what they say. That's what I'm told. It has the turbocharger on it, if that makes any difference, but this is an absolutely pathetic vehicle. And if we do that, I thought we were going to get to explode it, but, you know. And there is actually a better version once I realized this would make a better Supra than an MX-5. And this is what I should have done in the first place. Now, let me show you where I went wrong with the last one, and it is that I did not make it this specifically. So, let's start with that. See how much the transmission does not like that? Finally, like a realistic-ish update to where things that I can do in this game might finally start breaking the cars, because that's what I want. That's what I want really bad, is to be able to break these like I'm a neutral dropper. And freeze frame! Yeah, so let's actually try that. I really want to try and break this thing. Oh wait, never mind. That was the downforce. That was from the bottom scraping. That wasn't from the transmission banging into gear. That is so funny. That is so damn funny. That's so stupid. No mercy, reversey, and there was no mercy for us on that. Finally, the dual clutches will actually bang into gear like that. Like, you have no idea how long it's been that they just did not do that. And freeze frame! You like that? I think it's pretty cool. This one is honestly so stupid that I don't think I even need to put words into how like, everything down to the license plate. It's just, you know, I'm showing you guys these out of the goodness of my heart, so try not to judge me. Well, that was a hell of a sneeze. I think this one's sequential too. No, it is not. Dual clutch. So, let's just drop it right into drive. This is a V8 powered dual clutch transmission monster. It sucks. It sounds so badass though. I think the engine that I stuck in here was like the equivalent of a North Star. Like the Cadillac North Star, not the crappy Oldsmobile one that, well, I actually owned one of those, and it was more like an Oldsmobile of junk. This right here was my reimagined version of an MX-5, like a modern looking one, and it has a boxer engine in it. It's ugly, it sounds decent, but as you will see, it is not fast by any means whatsoever. It's fun though, so, you know, like, it's the same reason you would buy, an MX-5. It fits the exact purpose. It's a fun little mischief mobile. See? Fun little mischief mobile. It's not great at what it does, but you know, it does. So, that's what's important. And there's actually a couple renditions of this. Please don't hit the wall. These cars never auto steer back into place, and it annoys me so damn much, like versus like a real car. So the last one was incorrectly labeled as an inline 5 on the back. And I don't know what the... Anyways, so this one is the actual inline 5 one. It's a high revving monster that's also naturally aspirated. But this is the one that is extremely disappointing. Hear that? This engine has a crappy reliability factor, and you can really frickin' hear it. And also, just because we can... Oh, wow. There was quite a bit of slippage in there. So yeah. It's a little rear-wheel drive monster. And I think the Boxer version is way better, and I'm gonna see if I can blow the engine on the way back to the strip. What a disappointment. So, next stellar idea. Do not be fooled by her appearance. There is a V10 in this monster. You see that? You see that? You see that? A V10. Twin turbo V10. It's not too bad of a deal. Like, check this thing out. It's just so smooth. It's fast up until the top end. The top end is actually pretty slow on this thing, but I mean, look at that. That's just so smooth. Like, that's the same exactly, like I think Cadillac when I see that, but it's like Mazda Cadillac, which, you know, if you ask me, pretty much any car, I'm gonna take Japanese over American. Sorry. Next up, we have an honorable mention here, and that is the Freedom. F on the back, F's in chat. You can tell what I was trying to rip off here. I don't think it is any secret what I was hoping to rip off on that front end. And if you still don't know, well, then, sorry, this isn't the place for you. So this, actually, believe it or not, this SUV is a fully fledged... This one has a V10 and a 6-speed manual transmission. However, as you'll see in just a second, this is not fast. This is about as fast as my naturally aspirated Outback IRL. Which, don't get me wrong, it's still fun to drive, so it doesn't really matter. That was the whole point of this thing, to be fun and be a giant flex. And, this is why it is a giant flex, okay? You notice how I have this running theme with these badass engines and these really silly cars? Well, this one also has a V10 with some nice racing headers and obviously absolutely no interior because automation. Oh, you know, actually, if you take a quick peek, you can see some of that little transmission bit right there and driveline sticking on through there, so, you know, always got that. You always got that if you want it. We're gonna have another honorable mention, just because this one had very much the same purpose as the last, and that was to be fun and a ginormous flex. So, oh, right, I had the parking brake on. So we're just gonna honestly send it with this one. As you can see, it's a little bit on the funky side, but it's pretty fast. But put a bag over its head, if you know what I mean, you know? And I don't remember what kind of engine this one has in it. I honestly want to say it's a 6. I want to say it's just a 6. It is just a 6. Yeah. No, that's a Boxer 6 right there. Right, so this one has a flat 6 engine in it, and it was kind of a cream of the crop for my, for my standards, you know, in terms of this being one of my first cars. Like, it's ugly, but mechanically speaking, I mean, she's a keeper. Alright, now we're moving on to some of my modular builds on a track car that I made, and I mean, it's almost perfected besides the fact that the exhaust tips half the time will not appear. You know, it's not bad, it's also not really pretty either. So anyways, let's tear this thing up. So pretty much all of these have you know, just a different engine setup, and for the most part they are all well, that's weird. Is this one sequential? This one is sequential. So I have one that is sequential and 2 that are dual clutch, and the rest are a 6-speed manual. This one appears to be a sequential, so let's just go with that. In fact, actually, I'm going to do like I did with the last one. Stop, god damn it. Stop, god damn it. So we have a rear-mounted Boxer engine, and it's, that's like mid-engine. I don't remember. I drank a bunch of dumb bitch juice, so don't mind me. So our first one is a Boxer, and it's not all that great either. Yep, this is the one with a dual clutch. So this is based on a 4.0 North Star engine. This was one I absolutely loved my pile of shit. All I can say is she goes. She goes. So, yeah, that's all you had to say. So, it's pretty alright. For a 4.0 with absolutely no forced aspiration, that is not bad. So what's this one based off of then? An inline 5. Yeah, that's an inline 5 right there. It's a pretty badass one too. Alrighty, so next up on the list we have our friend, the inline 5, turbocharged inline 5. This one I think was supposed to... I think this was supposed to be my answer to an Audi, but I'm not sure. Let's just drive it. We only have a few more on the list anyways, so, you know, I mean, whatever. I missed a gear. Alright, not bad. I mean, that acceleration, if I didn't mess up and miss a gear... That engine acceleration is insane. Like, it just hits high-end revs so quick. So that one does all right from a dig. I'm not going to test out any rolls on it. Well, not right now. Okay, so before we move on to the grand finale, which, you know, it's not really saving the best for last, it's more like favoritism saved until last. So, we have a couple more honorable mentions, because I'm not the biggest fan of these in hindsight, because I did the exact same thing that I hate, and was just take a shit box and LS swap it. But, you know, we're going to send it anyways. We're going to do it for Dale. And, I mean, I gotta say, the pipes on this thing ain't bad. So, this one is definitely our classic, you know, 6 on the floor, 6 on the floor, pick up some whores, kinda, you know, like, let's just go for this all-wheel drive LSX 375 madness. She definitely pulls. You know, there's no question about that. And also, if you stick her into first gear when you're doing over 100 miles an hour, for some reason the engine brakes. Still not sure why it does that. Penultimately, we have the 454 LS swap, which is a pretty mean build. And I'm only showing the naturally aspirated versions of these two vehicles because I feel like I don't need to make an entire showcase segment of this video for LS swaps, you know. So anyways, let's go for it. Big block time. You almost don't even really need a 6-speed with this engine. Like, 4 would have been just fine. Alright, you didn't ask for it, but I'm gonna deliver anyways. This one, oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups trying to come through. No, not today, hiccups. We have a Subaru 4-cylinder boxer engine mounted in the back of this shitbox. This is even worse than an LS swap. This is why I saved this to the end of the video, in hopes that 99% of people who clicked on it aren't going to make it this far. Now, it's a pretty sweet looking package under here, not going to lie. Like, you know, that's some pretty sweet stuff going on. So we've got our beautiful little Spooby-Roo, and it's got some backfire like no other. So, we're gonna drive this. We're just gonna go. Now, 4th gear and up kind of really suck in terms of how much they pull. So, you know, that's a little bit of a disappointment. I shouldn't have geared it for as high of a top speed as I tried to give it, because the car really ends up suffering in its final gears. It can jump over mountains, sort of. I mean, you know. Right. And the fuel efficiency is not great, you know. Like, as they say, this thing could, I mean, it could drink a pound in a single bound, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, it could drink 10 pounds in a single bound. This thing gets, like, maybe 12 miles to the gallon as far as automation is concerned. So, alright. These shifts are not ideal, and I'm gonna rage slam on the brakes, even though it doesn't stop all that good. Oops. We're just gonna drive right over the dirt because we're a jerk and we've got a Subi motor, and I just don't care about anyone. It lives on winding roads, my friends. That's what it's made for. I'm pretty much done with that. So yeah. Oops, that was not the right gear to shift in. We're just gonna go on a little off-road adventure. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm calling this one what it is, which is a bunch of crap. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate that. And I really hope you enjoyed this stupid nonsense, whatever the hell I am doing in this game.